Good morning, everybody. It's still technically morning. Yeah, might not be by the time we finish this, but close enough. It is Wednesday. It is March, April, May, June, July 15th. All right, we got it. And we are in the annex once again with the hipster weebops. And they are in full-on crazy kitten mode right now. Running around. I hardly know where to point the camera. So crazy. Last night they had their first dose of dewormer, which we're just doing prophylactically now. We're going to do it every 2 weeks. And they took it fine. Obviously, it's Strongid, which is, I've never had a cat that wouldn't take it well. It's very easy to give, so that's good news. And they all did. And their poops didn't even seem much worse than usual last night, so that's good news for me. And we'll keep up on that, like I said, every 2 weeks. Because it's only effective against some worms at some stage of their development. That's why you have to do it every 2 weeks to make sure that you get them as the worms that weren't at that stage reach it. Does that make sense? I'd be more specific, but I don't remember the specifics. So, this is a big old mess too. I gave them 2 food bowls this morning so that Mom wouldn't get a chance to eat it all. And they have thrown food everywhere, so my apologies for the way things look. But when you've got 7 kittens, look as good you will not. So, there's not any news today, but it occurred to me that I should probably make it a habit to go over some of the news that's not new, just in case there's folks that don't get to watch every day. Not that there's anything much to share. That's little Bessie that you see wobbling. She's getting ready to jump on somebody, doing a little wiggle, pounce. And as you know, we've definitely been aware of Bessie's what do you want to call it? Lack of coordination is what we've been calling it. She's a little bit less coordinated than the other kittens. There's a lot of medical terms that could apply to that situation, but I try to keep it simple. She's doing fine though. She's a very happy little kitten that gets around just great, and we're still at the point where, I mean, theoretically, she could just be a late developer, but as I've mentioned, every day that goes by, I'm a little less convinced that she's just behind the curve and a little more convinced that she's got a little something going on. But as our vet has agreed, anything that she might have going on is something that would not make for an immediate diagnosis and probably wouldn't have any, indicated treatment either. So there's no need to rush her into the vet to have a real good look at her. Plus, we do have their vet appointment set up for the 27th. So that's on the books and will be coming up before we even know it. So she's a sweetie. I've got a picture of her that I just took before I started the close-up where she's climbed this thing and she's hanging onto the top of it. And she loves to climb and she loves to run and play just like the other kittens do. And she's just having a good old time. And I'm sorry I'm so far away from her, but I have a lap full of kittens, so it makes it difficult for me to move over there. I think I'm gonna anyway, though. Let's go over there and see her up close. Maybe. She's fighting with Indy, who's kind of become her twin. They're the only 2 that I still think might be long hairs in the group. They are having a good old go. I think you can tell who's who. Just from the way they're acting, if nothing else. But Bessie's obviously the one on the left that is a little darker in color. And that's Indy on the right. And as you can see, Bessie does fine at holding her own. You think that's going to save you, Indy? I think Bessie was the first one to discover that she could climb under there, so you're not going to be able to hide from her under there. Now, I should mention something about Bessie, and again, I don't like to talk too much about the medical conditions of kittens, especially when we don't necessarily know what's up and we're just sort of working things through, but we're definitely doing that. So, the one thing I want to mention though is that there's a lot of people who are trying to be helpful and have all kinds of suggestions about what might be wrong with her or what we should do about it. And I just want to mention, I guess I should just say generically that we are definitely on top of it. Like I said, we've been in consultation with our vet, who's wonderful. We're keeping a close eye on her. We've made a lot of determinations. And I don't think that there's anything extra we could be doing that we're not. And specifically, we've had a bunch of people think that maybe the issue is just her back legs, and that any sort of thing that we could do for her back legs might help sort her out. I can guarantee you that that's not the case. So I just wanted to mention that, and I think you'll notice that yourself if you keep an eye out. But because it's come up so much, I just thought I should mention it. That's all. Yeah, I forgot to turn off the super chat. So let me just take a minute out to say, who was that? QFS Aviation Mini, thank you so much for the donation. That's sweet of you. I'll try to remember to turn off Super Chat today so that we don't get that on future close-ups, because it's, I greatly appreciate the donation. That's very nice of you. But DJ, a long time ago, decided we weren't going to do Super Chat on these things, so I will try to remember to turn that off after today's close-up. Sorry about that. I forgot it was on for the KA-Con, which, by the way, didn't work anyway because we couldn't use it at KA-Con because the KA-Con video was unlisted and you can't do Super Chat on those. So the fact it was on at all, it didn't need to be. And anyway, whoops. Come on, that's not. My watch is trying to talk to us about stuff. So, all right, that's Bessie. That's really all I want to say about her. I know a lot of folks are concerned about her, but I can assure you that she is a happy kitten. She's gaining weight like mad. She's playful just like anybody else. She's just a little clumsy, and that's really all there is to it. And believe me, I know how that is. I grew up in the same. In fact, my parents were very concerned about how clumsy I was when I was, I don't know, around fourth or fifth grade. I had to see a whole bunch of doctors about it, and I don't think anything really came of it except I needed new glasses. So that's her. That's her sister, Indy. And everybody else, I hear them playing and making noise. Let's go over here and see some of the others. Hi, Bebop. Bebop has been eating a ton, and I've been giving them baby food as a treat, and they all love it, which is great. My life is much easier when there's a treat that they all enjoy. I can just bring it. Plus, I love the baby food as a treat. It really helps them get better socialized. Excuse me. So I think it's great that they all like it, but the problem I'm having is that their mom, Bebop, likes the baby food a little too much, and now she's even learned she'll hear me open the can and just come running and push all of her kittens out of the way so that she can eat it all. Or if she doesn't hear me open the can, if I try to be really, really stealthy about it, then as soon as she hears one of her kittens licking something, she's like, oh, that's got to be baby food, and she runs over and pushes them out of the way so that she can have all the baby food. It's cute, but I'd like to get her kittens to have some more too. But she really likes it. So yeah, that was Artie that we just saw go. Now Artie's the one in the cheese, and then this is ironic here, Ira, that it's just gone into the cheese herself. And this is Vin, Vintage or Vinny. All right. Focus, camera. There we go. Now, as I mentioned in yesterday's close-up, I know that we've had a little bit of trouble getting these kids on camera the way we like, and I've just been super indecisive about where I want to put the cameras or whether I want to move the beanbag chair or when. So I've been a little slow about all that, but I'm trying to keep them all on camera. You keep popping out of there. What's up? Oh, sure, now that I move the camera, it's not going to pop. Oh, there we go. Hi. Kids are too silly. This is too much silliness. Okay. That's Artie. Artie, you always look so serious, concerned. You're a very concerned little kitten, aren't you? Oh yeah, last night. So as I'm using the baby food and stuff, I first off I cheated last night. I picked up all seven of them at once, and I sat down in the beanbag chair with all seven kittens, and they mostly stayed there. It was Ira that decided that she didn't want to participate and ran away. But once I started dishing out the baby food, Ira came back, and so did Bebop. And for a long time, we had all seven of them plus Mom hanging out with me on the beanbag chair. They finally, after they wore themselves out, settled down for a nap. And I was super happy that all seven kittens decided they would take the nap there on my lap on the beanbag chair. That's a wonderful milestone. And that was a lot of fun for me last night. I guess in the interest of sharing current events, even if they're not entirely current, I will let you know that we're still working on little Acro, and he seems like he's pretty happy and he's eating a lot. So that's good progress. Also, we've scheduled more vet appointments. We've got a vet appointment for Eddie tomorrow afternoon, so he and I will be out for that a little bit tomorrow. That's just his regular checkup. He hasn't been in to see the vet in a while, so he's overdue. And then next week we have Smokey going in for a checkup and to see how she's doing on her kidneys and all of her stuff, because she's old. But she's such a kitten. I'll tell you, she just runs around the house and snuggles and is having the time of her life. Yeah, Bebop does have a heck of a metabolism. She has been eating a lot lately, ever since we started moving the food out there where it is now. She's been eating a ton, and she continues to eat a ton, and she poops a ton, big poops. But so far, I don't think she's gained any appreciable weight. Of course, she is still nursing her kittens, and that can take up a lot of calories. So maybe once she's finally done with that, we'll see her start to really put on some weight. That would be nice. I saw someone ask about Acro's food. Right now, he's on the same wet, fancy feast as everybody else in the house. Although, I guess we're going to look at maybe changing that for him, especially if he has IBS. So I had a long discussion with the doctor, not Dr. Katz, but the doctor at Guardian actually finally got back to us. I had a long discussion with him about Acro's food and the fact that usually a different diet is indicated if you have IBS, as Acro has. And the short version of what we talked about is that we probably will be changing Acro's food, but not yet. He thinks it's better if we wait just a little while before we do. So yeah, to answer the question, Acro's on the same food right now as everybody else in the house, the Fancy Feast classic pate chicken, same thing these kittens are eating. And it's a wet food, and he does seem to enjoy it. He has been eating the proper amount every day, which is good. But Much like little Bee-Boo, he needs to stop nursing everybody so that he can put on some weight. I'll have a talk with him about that. So this is, that's Vinny on the bottom and Retro on top, I believe. I'm getting much better at telling these kittens apart at a glance. We've also got another fight going on between, it looks like, it's Indy and Bessie, but now they're over by the litter box carrying on their fight, just like Peter and the chicken. Oh, there comes Indy, and is that Bessie? I can't tell, but I can't show you because the litter box is a little dirty. Like I said, everybody's making big messes right now. I think it must be, though. This is Indy here. That's still Retro and Vin. Indy. Oh, it wasn't. So that wasn't Bessie. That was a surprisingly floofy looking Ira. Hi, Ira. I think the only one we haven't really seen on today's close-up might be Vinyl, right? I feel like I haven't said Vinyl's name very much. They might be big enough for collars, Mary. I'm just trying to hold out a little bit longer. Like I said previously, they'll definitely get collars before their first vet trip on the 27th. I'm just not sure how soon in advance. Just like moving the beanbag and the cameras. I've been just super indecisive about getting that done. I know there's a deadline on all of that. The collars, like I said, have to be done by the 27th. And fixing up the beanbag and the cameras and stuff is going to have to be done. Maybe not by a hard deadline, but at some point I've got to sort that out. So it's stuff that will get done, but just, I guess, taking my time trying to figure it out. Hi, what are we playing? Is this Pop Goes the Weasel? Are you a weasel? A little weasel kitty? Oh, hi. I hear Bessie meowing at us back there. Where's she? Oh, she got herself into the basket like she likes. She does seem to really enjoy being in that basket. She has a little bit of trouble getting in there, but once she's in, she is a real swinger. Oh, I can't keep up with this one. Hi, Indy. Are you done playing Pop Goes the Weasel now? Oh, hi. I don't know what that game is. Bessie is just crying back there. Got some kids nursing and getting groomed. Bessie, what are we crying about? Is it because nobody's over here to play with you now that you found your fun spot? Hi, cutie pie. Look how pretty you are in your little swing. What? Really? Well, that's why I came over. You kept saying that, but I don't know what you're trying to tell me. What? You know where the litter box is? You know where the food is? I don't know what you're yelling about. You just want to see me? Hi. Hi, cutie beans. Hi. Is that all you wanted? Is some attention? We can go back up here. I know how much you like that swing. What is this game? What is it? Uh, Charlie, whose last name I know how to pronounce because you sent it to us in mailbag, but now I can't remember, so I'm not going to try. The swing actually came from Pier 1, who I think has just recently gone out of business. So you may not be able to get them anymore. But if you want to try looking, it is actually a fruit basket. It's made to hold fruit, not kittens. And like I said, I think it came from Pier 1, and I think you probably can't get them anymore. The good news is, for us at least, first off, the frame of it is really nice metal, and so if eventually the basket part wears out, I think you could reweave it. But secondly, we have a brand new one that we bought, still in the box in the basement, just in case we ever need it. So we are all set, but you guys are on your own. Yeah, Ordinary, I see you say they make them for cats now. I would just be careful about what you get. This one is, like I said, it's super solid. It's really nice. We bought one that was big that I thought would be really fun for the cats or for kittens once they've grown up using this, then they could fit into a bigger one. And the one that I bought, at least, nobody will touch it. The kittens won't use it. The cats won't use it. It's not as big as I thought either, so it hardly would fit a full-grown cat. I'll show it to you at the end of the close-up if you hang on. And just don't let me forget to do that. So yeah, it's hard to tell what kind of quality you might get from a different one. Also, I should, I should mention this is obviously only big enough for tiny kittens. You would never be able to fit a cat in there, not in a million years. If you are thinking you want one for your cat, don't be sad that Pier 1 doesn't sell them anymore, because it just wouldn't work for you. It's never going to happen. So here we go. In fact, it's a little too small for the kittens even by the time they leave the academy. But boy, they all seem to love it when they're right around this age. What are you trying to say, Bessie? You want some help getting out of there? I don't think you do. I think you just want to play or something. Okay. What's all this noise going on behind us, Bessie? You want to go see some of your brothers and sisters? You want to eat? What do you want? Oh, look at this. That's Vinny with his mouse. Look how cute that is. Oh, don't stop. Don't stop, buddy. You're being adorable. Oh, no. You stop. Oh, there you go. Hi, Vinny. That's Vinny. He's one of the two boys, Vinny and Artie. And he apparently has decided that he wants to chew up a mouse. You got it, buddy. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's some advanced mousing. Yeah, that's right. They're 5 weeks old today. I probably should have mentioned that myself. And speaking of things that I should have mentioned myself, I should probably start wrapping this up. Bessie's having some snack, just like I said she should. Except she's eating from the part of the bowl that's almost empty. Do you think I can turn it around just a little bit while she's eating? Wait for her to pick up her head a little bit. Okay, let's not wait, actually. She's dug in. I want you to eat more. There we go. Bring a little more in range there. Good job, Bess. So we know that she is eating fine, and we know that all the kittens are eating fine because they had their weigh in, and they are all gaining weight like crazy. All right, I guess Vinny's done playing with his toy. He wants to be more on the camera. And then everybody else, the rest of the 5, are all here with Mom having a snack. Hi, Bee-Boo. In order, we have Ira, Indy, okay, maybe not in order. Oh, wait, this is Ira, Indy, Vinyl, Retro, and Artie. Yeah, that's right. Ira, Indy, Retro, Vinyl, Artie, and Bebop. And they're doing it right near the litter box, so it's very difficult to get camera angles that work. Hi, Vinny. Hey, Vinny. Oh, boy, look at that. Oh, oh no, you want to get in there and nurse. All right, you're allowed. That cat is inbred. He's in, because it's a loaf of bread, see? Okay, I tried. That joke was inevitable. You knew from the minute that thing showed up in mailbag that joke was going to happen. All right, only one holdout for the good food. Everybody else is overseeing Mom now. But that's good. This is the good food. It's a loaf of bread. Yeah. I saw somebody say taco cat. I can see how you could think that was a taco, but it's a loaf of bread. And if you need any proof, it came with butter, which also, by the way, has a little smiley face. Some happy butter and bread. Aw, look at that little hug right there. Little nursing hug. So that must be, let's see, that must be Vinny, Vinny, Ira, Indy, Vinyl, Retro, and Artie, and Mom Bebop. And I guess now that they're all nursing, we've probably seen enough. So let's wrap it up. Oh, so let's go down and see that hanging basket, though, just for kicks. We'll do that real quick. Let me say thank you guys so much for joining us, and good job, Bessie. That's just what we like to see, is you eating all the grown-up food, because that's the stuff that's really going to make you big and strong. Look at that. See the way I just turned some more right in front of her there? All right, dig on in. Good job, little Bessie. Messy. It's very messy over here, though. Okay. So that's the hanging basket from Pier 1 that all the kittens like, and then like I said, I bought one I thought that the adult cats might like, which was all the way downstairs in the sunroom, and we'll head down there. Hi, Acro. Boop. Virtual boop. Okay. Hi, Smuggy. Boop. So while I'm doing this, because we're going to wrap it up real quick when there's no kittens in the sunroom, let me remind you that you can tune in and watch those kittens upstairs all day long by looking for the Kitten Academy live stream right here on YouTube. And I hope you do. And also to say thank you guys so much for joining us. Well, you did for this close-up. I really appreciate it. And so do the kittens. Here we are in the sunroom. As predicted, not a single cat in sight. And here's the hanging bed that we got, which is a very sturdy design. This thing will probably last through the next World War. But it's just not right for any of our cats. It's much smaller on the inside than it looked. You could fit one adult cat in there if they really wanted to squeeze in. But nobody here likes it at all. So it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, I really liked it. It looks kind of like a pear or a light bulb or something. It's got that real cool shape to it. It's very attractive and completely rejected by everybody so far. We'll see. Yeah, the opening is kind of small. Maybe if I took the cushion out and just put a blanket in there, it would be more appealing because then that wouldn't take up so much space. I might try that. We'll see. Anyway, all right. Hey, that's it. I don't think we're going to find any more cats, so we should definitely wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me and Maggie and all the kittens. Hi, Mags. You want to say goodbye to everybody, Maggie? Hi. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see all of you for another close up tomorrow. All right. Say goodbye, Maggie. Maggie, at least look at the camera to say goodbye. Oh, you were about to jump up on my leg. Hi, Mags. There you go. Say goodbye. Good job.